Folks, it's one thing for this to happen. It's one thing for this to happen previously out of country in a place like Sherwood, in Nottingham, if you will, when the whole situation with the whole Madagascar 3 not being shown, and instead you had someone playing a reel or playing the movie of Paranormal Activity 4 in its place. That's one thing. That's one thing. You're basically showing a flying corpse flying toward the screen instead of the title or the beginning for Madagascar 3. So, it's understandable when you look at it from that perspective, if you know what I mean. It's understandable, right? You could be like, oh, well, that's forgivable. It's no big deal. Well, it's kind of a big deal, but you could say, oh, well, that's forgivable. They probably didn't really mean it, or whoever did it probably got fired because it was not the right thing to do. And that's true. That's true. They could have either been fired or probably admitted that they made a mistake and they showed the wrong film. Because that can happen. Sometimes you can put film clips, if you will, not film clips, but sometimes in the movie business, especially theatrical business, movie theater business, sometimes you could get so busy that you will end up mixing up some of the films, some of the film cartridges or whatever, containers. And that's one thing. That's one thing. And sometimes that could be done either by mistake or somebody might be just wanting to play a cruel joke. But again, that's one thing. That's one thing to do that. But you see, that's one thing to accidentally start showing a horror film, a supernatural horror film, in place of a family-friendly PG-rated film. That's one thing. And it's also one thing, like I said, for it to take place out of country. You would never think, reading that article about the whole Madagascar R3 Paranormal Activity 4 mix-up, you would never think that would happen in your country. You would never think that would happen in your home country, but guess what? It did. For the second time, within the span of a year or so, for the second time, as far as I know, once again, a theater screws up. Here's what I mean. You know how you're always getting these trailers and stuff, or maybe these sneak peeks at movies coming and all that? I'll provide the link to several articles on this below. But apparently a theater in Tampa, Florida, ended up accidentally showing, and I'm not sure if this was I think this was the trailer, the red band trailer. They accidentally ended up showing the red band trailer of Nymphomaniac. Yeah, Nymphomaniac. They ended up showing the red band trailer. And I don't know what happened, if it was shown accidentally after the Mickey Mouse short, if it was shown before. But apparently something was shown with the Nymphomaniac trailer that, as one article put it, I think this is an article by IGN, caused people to want to leave the theaters. Because think about it. You're a kid going to go see Frozen. Your parents say, your parents are saying, okay, kids, hop in the car, we're going to go see Frozen. You get your tickets, you're sitting down, you got your tub of popcorn, your big drink, and all of a sudden you hear something that's not child-friendly. And you think to yourself, what in the world is that? Sorry about that. But you think to yourself, what in the world is that? exactly what it is as it comes on the screen. Now you might say to yourself, well, that's crazy. That shouldn't be in the trailers. That shouldn't be in the trailers for this film. And I agree. It shouldn't have been part of the trailer run in this film, before this film. You know why? Because I saw Frozen this past weekend. And not once did I see that trailer show up before not once did I see that trailer show up before Frozen or any of the other trailers. You know why? Because all the other trailers that came before it were family friendly. I didn't see anything like that. I didn't see the red band trailer of Nymphomaniac before that. And for good reason. A trailer like that, especially if it's showing a scene or something of oral sex or something like that, or whatever, it shouldn't be seen before a movie like Frozen. It's like, the question is, my question is, what is with these theaters lately? What the heck is going on? I mean, I can understand certain trailers being shown before certain movies that have a similar tone, in a way, or related or have some kind of relation due to the, targeted audience and all that. But, seriously? I mean, first is Paranormal Activity 4 accidentally getting shown instead of Madagascar 3. And now you have the red band trailer for Nymphomaniac being shown before Frozen? Are you serious? And again, this is a trailer. This is something that's shown as part of the film. Well, not part of the film, but it's shown before the film. So either this theater in Tampa, Florida, made the same mistake that the theater in Nottingham did by showing something they shouldn't have, or speculation, or just like the speculation of what happened in Nottingham, it's the same speculation here, and that is someone wanted to play a cruel joke. Seriously, is that what this is about? People out there want to play a cruel joke saying, oh, well, we've had enough of these family-friendly things. We'll put this instead, kind of give them a message saying, hey, you don't want us to do this anymore? Give us some action and gore. It's like, dudes. It's like dudes, people. If that's why you're doing this, if that's the reason possibly why this has happened twice within the span of a year or so, look, we get it. You're getting sick and tired of the whole same animated, PG-rated, family-friendly stuff. We get it. But you're never going to stop it. You're never going to stop it. The thing is, if I'm a theater, if I'm a movie theater, no matter where I'm located at, if I'm running a movie theater, I do one thing. I ask, I assign, I write down who I'm putting in charge of that place. I'm pretty sure they figure out, write down, or type in who's going to be running what theater, like what theater room and all that. So I get that. But if I'm them, I want to know who is handling the trailers, who's doing the projector and all that. And if I find out that that person was in charge of the projector when something like the red band trailer for Nymphomaniac was shown, then I'm going to sit them down and I'm going to ask them, did you do that on purpose? I'm going to ask them straight up, why was that shown? Did you do that on purpose? And I'll tell them, I want the truth. Or else I can have you suspended without pay or whatever. I say, whatever. I mean, basically, this is what I would do. I would say, look, you're not going to get fired. You might get suspended for a few days, but I want to know the truth. And if they come out and say, yeah, well, we did that. Yeah, we did it on purpose. And if they come out and say, yeah, well, we aired it on purpose or showed it on purpose, I would ask them, well, why'd you do that? And again, I would want the truth, and hopefully they would be like, because we're getting sick and tired of all this family-friendly crap. You know, we want something different. You know? We want something different, man. These kids need to learn. Or something like that. I know that's kind of like out there. That kind of a thing probably would never happen. Maybe it would. But I would want to know why. I want to know why a red band trailer for obviously what could be a very R-rated film, if not NC-17 rated film, a very rated R film or NC-17 film was being shown before Frozen. I mean, again, if it's not the whole Paranormal Activity 4 being shown instead of Madagascar 3 in Nottingham, it's something like this. And it's like, dude, you know, what's your problems? Why are you doing this? I mean, literally, what is going on? Literally, what is going on? I mean, I'm reading this article and I'm thinking, not again. And yet it's true. And I'm telling you from experience, I walked into the Regal Cinemas in Turlock, California this past weekend with my family, and never once did we see any trailer like that being shown before Frozen. Never once. And again, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it happened after the Mickey Mouse short. I don't know if it happened before the Mickey Mouse short. I don't know, but I know for one, I never saw anything like that. The thing to me, folks, the thing that bugs me is it seems that when a movie is bound to be a success, when a movie is hyped up and it lives up to its hype, it lives up to its expectations, just like Madagascar 3 did, just like Frozen's doing. It seems someone out there wants to screw up with that success. Someone wants to mess up that success. Someone basically wants to hurt the success of that film. Someone wants to basically drive people away from it. And for what reason? What? Because they're sick and tired of family-friendly stuff? They're sick and tired of what they would consider the same old shtick? Guess what? It's never going to end. Alright? And Frozen, just like everybody has been saying, is literally the rebirth, the true rebirth, or the step, that next big step Disney needs to take to gain back, or really get back that success, that supreme success that they had in the 90s. And Frozen has proven it can be done. Frozen, if you read my review, if you watched my reviews, non-spoiler and spoiler, Frozen has proven it can and will be done. But again, for the life of me, for the life of anybody out there, for the life of those families that attended that showing in Tampa, Florida, for the life of anybody that went to see this, why? I have the question of why. The same question is, why would this be shown? What is going on? Because to me, this shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be. When I buy a movie when it comes out to DVD or Blu-ray, mostly DVD right now, but when I buy the movie, the trailers that accompany that movie are trailers that are similar in their targeted audience, which is family-friendly animated or family-friendly live-action trailers. nothing adult-like, nothing really, how do you put it, pornographic. Nothing like that. And for this to happen for the second time in the past year or two, it's like what is literally going on here? You know? I mean, are there a group of kids or a group of teenagers that run the projectors that are trying to play a cruel joke? Well, guess what? It's going to backfire on you folks. It is. It is going to backfire on you folks. And again, if I'm a movie theater, I want to make sure I know who's running what theater room, who's running the projectors. So that way, if something like this ever happens again, I could sit that person down and I can ask them why. Why this happened. And if they say, oh, I don't know, let's say, okay, you don't know? Fine. There's the door. You're out of here because you don't want to give me a straight answer. I mean, I would want a straight answer right off the bat as to why. Because to me, it doesn't make sense. You can't just say, oh, I don't know, it just happened. I can't really say. No, you need to give a straight answer. And hopefully this theater in Tampa, Florida will get that straight answer. Hopefully they'll get the truth. So, but I just thought I'd pass that along. I don't know if any of you know about this already. The link will be provided to the article below. So, comment, let me know what you guys think. God bless, take care. Because, honestly, this shouldn't be happening, especially twice in the past year or two.